and everyone got fired because of COVID where I was working. And so my whole like go back to school, I just put my daughter in private school, everything just kind of, but me, I go with the flow, and I'm just like, oh, well, that's what we're doing now. I guess we'll do school later. And then I'm working for Uber Eats right now to sustain everything. And then that's what I do.
Cool.
Yeah, but I love people, and I've always wanted to like, might as well get paid to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I think travel nursing would be good. I was telling your dad, I was like, oh, I can I won't be around long enough for someone to find something like, oh, I don't like how she does this. I'll just travel somewhere.
Well, don't do that, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Check on the guy.
Okay, so what do I say?
What's your name, your birthday,
Okay.
Your relationship with your family that you've noticed that you appreciate.
Okay. My name now is Ashley Cabrera. My maiden name is Festa. I'm from New Jersey.
Oh.
How do I explain? So my birthday is December 1st, 1989. I've been here in Florida for, I guess, like 11 years or something. Yeah, like 11 years. I came here for school in 2008. That's where I met Jose.
Okay.
And we got together in 2009. And we got married in 2015.
And how did y'all meet?
We met in college.
You were studying?
So we went to a really small Christian school. So like, it's inevitable. You're gonna meet every single person. And yeah, so we met at a, like baseball events. He's a baseball player. I was a cheerleader. So, I don't know, we just like hit it off. But I have one brother, and my mom lives in New Jersey. My mom and dad are divorced. I don't talk to my dad anymore. What else? My brother's in jail. Terrible.
There's always one person. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always one person. And do you want to put it on pause so I can get the cookies?
Yeah, you're a big old boy. You think you're a baby boy. So
Get back.
And Jose's the one that's his father, and then he's your father-in-law.
He's my father-in-law.
He's your father-in-law. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, he's my father-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What's your experience been like being part of this family?
So it's super overwhelming. For me personally, just to give you like a little bit of background, my dad had one sister, and she was adopted. She passed away about like 6 years ago now, and she only had one son. And then my mom was adopted, and she never had any other siblings, so it was only me and my brother. So anyway, I just came from like a super small family, like literally could fill up this table and that would be it. I gotta put this back on. And so, well, get your lead. Okay, so let's see.
The family dynamic.
Yeah, so Jose never told me about his family before he brought me here. So I came here for a wedding for Alicia, my mother-in-law's brother's daughter's wedding. And I had like no idea that Jose had any siblings. I didn't know like he had this huge family, and I was really, really overwhelmed, like insanely overwhelmed. But everyone's like really nice, and I mean, I like living here, like next to everyone.
Was it, would you say that like all the physical contact was something you had to get adjusted to? Like the hugging?
Oh yeah, that's kind of still not my thing. Yeah, it's not my thing. I don't really hug all the time. Well, now with COVID, I can say like, oh, I don't have to hug anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's
yeah.
just nice to hear how like you adjusted. There are a lot of interracial couples within the family.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating how like how you've made this side of the family an extension of yours, or like how much more similar it was, or something you really enjoyed about it? Like my mother, she was very Americanized, so when she married my father, it was so hard for her. She's like, everyone wants to hug me.
Get away.
She's like, they're so nice, but they're in my personal space. I don't want these strange old people kissing me.
Yeah.
Well, that's how my mom was.
Yeah. So we were just living with them for the last 3 months.
Okay.
We lived with them during my master's program. We lived with them the year we got married.
What were you studying?
I have a undergrad and a master's in social work.
Okay.
Yeah. I work for the state of Florida for the Medicaid program.
I was gonna say, what's CPS, but you Medicaid. Okay.
No, I don't work with.
That'd be stressful.
Yeah. Well, this is similar. So what I do, I work with disabled. Most of them are elderly, but some are like our age. They just like can't get up out of bed, or they have like Lyme's disease, or like they can't talk, you know, those kind of things. And the state gives a certain amount of money for their care for the year, and then we allocate like what their needs are. So we like get them an aid or like diapers or what have you, like whatever they need.
How did you fall into that line of work?
My mom's social worker. Yeah. So she teaches at Rutgers in New Jersey.
Okay.
And then she runs a hospital in Atlantic City.
Okay.
So anyway, so I grew up around that like my whole life. She went into it because she was adopted. And it's so funny, since you did like the whole Ancestry.com, she found her mom through Ancestry.com just a few years ago. Yeah.
And
So
she's still alive?
no. So she died. My mom was like a secret baby. My mom went to go see the family, and no one knew anything about her. And they were like, we never knew about you, what have you.
Were they nice to her?
Yeah, they were nice. They were just like, we just don't have any information. Like, we didn't know that she had a baby, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, good.
Because in like the 60s, it was still like very closed, and like people would just like hide pregnancies and then put them up for adoption. But New Jersey opened their adoption records recently. So she found out like so much more information. She found out that her dad was a truck driver from Tennessee, and he was like doing a route through New Jersey, and he had a one-night stand with her mom. And anyway, so it just makes like so much more sense now that we know so much more. Like he was over 6 foot. He had blue eyes. My son has blue eyes. We have no idea. That must have been where he got it from, because no one else has blue eyes. Her mom was Native American, and he was Irish. So then that's where that came from. It's just so interesting how all that happened. But yeah, so anyway, my mom's actually coming on Tuesday to stay for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, it's
And then
awesome.
with the kids, they get to see the kids.
Oh
and
my
then she
gosh.
gets to see the progress of the house.
Oh yeah. No, it's amazing. But what else do you want to know?
I guess like your husband's background, like what was his study?
Yeah.
How did he approach you?
Yeah.
You know, like you being a cheerleader and everything. Like what's y'all's love story? What was that dynamic like? Was it something like you were not interested because you were focused on work, and then it was kind of a back and forth thing? And
So I was actually dating his roommate. And I really like wasn't like, I always thought he was like really nice and, you know, polite. He's super polite.
the Kabur men, they're
Yeah.
all like that.
They're like very polite.
They're
So
very generous too.
yeah. So anyway, it didn't obviously work out with the guy I was dating, and obviously that wasn't gonna work. And I'm not like the easiest person, like up front, I can just like say that. I have like mood swings, and what woman doesn't? But anyway, so he like asked me out on a date, and I was like, yeah, of course, you know, you're really nice, whatever. But it took like a little bit, because I grew up and I wasn't allowed to date anyone that wasn't Italian. So that took a while, and then my dad wouldn't talk to me because I was dating a Mexican, and the only... Oh, it's Lorenzo!
Oh, the baby. Hi, children.
Hey, this is Lorenzo. Come here.
Oh, what a beautiful little baby.
This is Caitlin.
Hi.
This is Celeste. She's
I'm
visiting
Celeste.
from Texas.
I'm here to interview the family. Thanks for letting me be here around the
Can you
kids.
say hi?
Hi, beautiful. What's happening, mama?
You pooped.
Yeah, she literally.
I gotta change her.
Okay.
You'll put me on pause.
Oh, you make cookies. Yeah.
Oh. Mom.